Hey folks, Bob Krebs, sales manager with Pure Pursuit Automotive again, and we've just been talking about the interior of this beautiful 2012 Porsche Cayenne S, and now we're going to actually take it out for a test drive here. So we're down in the downtown metro area of Kansas City, so we're going to take it out for just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and switch this to navigation on the front screen here, so that way we can you'll have kind of an idea of where we're going and you can track it. So let's go ahead and take this beautiful vehicle out and go for a ride. The first thing that I tell everybody about these vehicles that have the rear camera is always observe your surroundings. Use the camera as an adjunct and an aid, but not the only thing. Always make sure you use your rear view mirror and both your side mirrors as all when backing. This gives you the opportunity to make sure that you don't miss something that either could run by underneath your car, like a small child, an animal, or another vehicle that might be coming up on you don't realize. So I'll let you look at that for just a second while I back the vehicle up. And what I'm going to do is purposefully go toward this vehicle so you can get an idea of what happens when you get close to another car. And it seems like we're going really fast right now. We're really not. But here's what will happen if it looks like I might accidentally back into this vehicle. It starts off with a warning first and gets louder and louder like radar when you get too close to it, because essentially that's what it is radar, and it's measuring the distance between you and that vehicle and warning you to be careful not to hit it. And of course that all obviously goes off once it indicates that you've put it in drive and you're probably going to steer away from it. So this is a very important safety feature, but again, don't use it as the only feature when backing. Okay, we're on the way. This vehicle is very, very comfortable. It's one of the easiest vehicles I think I've ever been in to drive, as far as one that's a sport and luxury both at the same time, and an SUV. So again, the term sport utility vehicle obviously fits this well. And I can tell you that this definitely has a lot of get up and go as well. It's a high performing vehicle. It's got a V8 engine in it, 32 valve aluminum, and quite honestly, it's got almost every function that you can imagine in it. So I'm going to give you a little bit of an idea about its acceleration here real quickly. A real easy vehicle to drive. As I said, you consider literally, not that it's recommended, but you can literally drive this vehicle with one finger and go wherever you need to. I typically keep my hands at 10 and 2 positions driving because it's the most accessible to be able to shift the wheel back and forth. It's easily driven in downtown areas across the country, pretty much any area that you would imagine to want to drive. This is such a easy car to drive. It's fun, it's enjoyable. It's got everything that you need in it. You can sit and listen to CDs as long as you want. You can listen to radio. You've got satellite directions on it. It's pretty much self-contained as far as what you want to do and where you want to go and how to get there. So everything is also very easily seen and easily accessible. There's everything in the cockpit here, literally you can get to, touch, but it's also on the steering wheel so that the driver doesn't ever have to constantly be fiddling down here, because one of the problems, as is texting, when you take your hands or your eyes off the road, you're bound to get into an accident at some point in time. It's not if, it's when, because it will happen. There's some more acceleration out of it. So if you decide that you are in a pack of cars that's going pretty slow, you're not going to have much of a problem of getting around several vehicles at once. Or if all of a sudden you're in an area where you need to speed up in an emergency and get around a potential accident or a problem, believe me, this car will automatically jump right up. You can pull it over here if you look down at the manual here to where it goes from automatic to where if you switch it over, you can bring it into first gear, second gear, and then shift it back over again. So essentially what it is a semi-automatic / manual. You bring it over into first, second, or back over into drive. We're going to go ahead and head back to our dealership now. But it's, again, this is a beautiful car. We just acquired it. I've had numerous offers already, even while it was in transit. So I assume it will go fairly quickly. We've got a lot of people that enjoy Cayennes here in the Midwest because they kind of are an all-weather vehicle. They're very, very much suited to pretty much any weather conditions, and they're easily driven in any of those weather conditions. So we're almost back to the dealership now. So as you can see, this is a fantastic car. I would highly recommend anybody who's in the market, particularly for a Cayenne or an SUV. We've got the vehicle for you right here. I've driven this thing now several times, and it's fantastic. It's beautiful. It's been well maintained and cared for by the previous owner, and it's one that I would highly recommend to anybody. And so come on down and see us here. Again, I'm Bob Krebs, sales manager with Pure Pursuit Automotive. You can reach us here at area code 816-659-3027. Thanks a lot.